And we're back here on CUTV with Liam Cook live coverage of the second half of the opening day of the 2018-19 FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division. Half-time score, Gillingham Ladies 0, Coventry United Ladies 0. From what we can tell, there have been no half-time changes and also no goals. It's been a bit of a barren spell really for Coventry United Ladies. It's not often that you don't see a goal and a half in a women's match. Usually it's goals galore. It's the first team that we've got to worry about. But today it's been a little lacklustre. And really, you've got to say Gillingham have massively improved since last season. We had victories of 9-0 and I think 5-0 was the score at Coventry when we played them towards the end of last season. So certainly a strong United performance against Gillingham last season. Not so far today. We'll wait and see how the home side will come out in the second half. Gillingham now kicking from right to left in their white shirts with dark blue stripes and dark blue shorts. Coventry United in red shirts with green shorts and socks. We believe United have just 2 changes on the bench. Leah Seavright was scheduled to be on the bench. We're being told that Seavright is no longer at the stadium. Let's see what the Red and Green Girls can do in this second half. They've got some work to do, but they love a challenge. Woven makes the run down the left. Jeffries in the penalty area. Woven drills one towards the far post. It rolls past the post. And already the Red and Green Girls showing they're coming out of the half-time break fighting. Shanley in goal, bouncing the ball as she takes it to the edge of her 6-yard box. Shanley's certainly the busier of the 2 goalkeepers, but hasn't really been tested in the opening 45 minutes. There is Jeffries hoping to change that. She closes down the defender. Waven closing down Shanley. A hasty clearance by Shanley. But a goal kick as Waven blocked the attempted clearance. Shanley again will get the chance to boot it clear. See if she gets it further up the field this time. Plays it short to Patel. Intercepts in the midfield now. Jade Brooke looking for Jeffries in the penalty area. Out comes Shanley to make the gather. Again, Gillingham can't get it clear, and Brooks sends it towards Jeffries again. It goes past Jeffries. White trying to pick it up. Ball's out of play for a corner kick, is it? No, it's still in. Jeffries siphoned it towards Dermody, and Seeley will get it away, but again, only as far as another United player. Roberts sends it back where it came from. Lois Jeffries, off Jeffries' shoulder. Attempts to lay it off of Dermody. Dermody ran past it. And finally, the clearance is picked up by a Gillingham player as Giordani races down the right. But she's hassled and harried all the way and forced into touch by Mas Gauntlet. Probably receiving a shove in the back by Giordani after the throw, and there will be another free kick for the Red and Greens. Just inside the Gillingham half on the left flank. Chase Austin will take it. McGlone offering a short routine. McGlone decides to go long. Onto the head of Patel, heads it up rather than out. Jeffries keeps it alive, but heads it straight into the hands of Shanley. Miles brings the clearance under control. Now it's Jeffries, picks up a wayward pass from the Gillingham midfielder. Certainly not been the cleanest of games. Both sides making several errors. That's a throw in front of the United dugout for Gillingham. Huntley. One in the air by Brook. Lofted into the air by Maz Gauntlet, who volleys it forward only as far as Huntley again. Gauntlet slow to get to her feet. Seeley stabs it into the ground, but there's Laura McGlone to intercept. Austin in defence for Coventry United. Strikes it down the left, but straight into touch. 5 minutes of the second half gone here on CUTV. Live from Chatham Town FC. Remains Gillingham 0, Coventry United Ladies 0. Well, the sky certainly cleared up. But at the moment, so have the goals. It's taking a while to take this throw after the Gillingham right back had to collect the ball from behind the advertising hoardings. There it goes, straight onto the head of Brook. Poor throw, but follow-up sent towards Austin. Gillingham just can't seem to clear their lines, and it could catch them out again with Lois Jeffries. Rolls into the path of Helen Dermody, but she can't get there before the Gillingham number 8, Daisy Monaghan. It will be Jade Brook with the throw. A dangerous position down the left. Wathen brings it down. Dermody drills one. Again, flies off target. Well, no sort of efforts don't come off for Helen Dermody. You know something's wrong. Don't forget to join us live tomorrow night here on CUTV with live commentary of the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division match between Ilkeston Town and Coventry United, the men's first team in action in Derbyshire. The match kicking off at 7:45. We'll be live from 20 to 8. And as with every single first team and ladies match this season, as Laura McGlone shoves the Gillingham player to the ground, free kick Gillingham. We'll have highlights of every single men's and ladies match this season here on CUTV. Seeley clears. Oh, it's hit into the air. Cleared by Nikki Miles, the attempted staff forward by the Gillingham player. Giordani receives it on the right-hand side from Huntley. Giordani comes into Austin. Downline to Huntley. Huntley's cross. Poor control in the penalty area. McGlone can't get it clear though. Sherwood. Crucial intervention there by Roberts, and now McGlone looks to dribble it out of danger but gives it away to Manning. Back to Patel at centre-back. But she's caught out by Maz Gauntlet, and Gauntlet's got a free run towards the Gillingham goal, and a brilliant save one-on-one by Courtney Shanley. It's just not United's day. Maz Gauntlet through on goal. You would have bet your house on the score, and she may well get another opportunity. A rather hefty challenge for Patel takes Gauntlet out. Gauntlet is hurt, and the referee has called for a halt to play, as Gauntlet has certainly taken one for the team there. Just moments after coming oh so close to opening the scoring for Coventry United, and the physio staff racing over, and the referee goes over to have a word with his assistant. It was a rather hefty challenge from Patel. Looks slightly high too. And the referee is calling over Jade Brook. Whether it was an off-the-ball incident involving Brook, or maybe something she said, it's going to be another card. Gauntlet still receiving treatment on the floor, as Jade Brook continues to plead her innocence. Yellow card, Jade Brooke. Disbelief from the United midfielder. So the yellow card given to Jade Brooke, and now the referee having a word with Jay Bradford, and the assistant again getting on the act. I'm not sure what's taken place here. Appears it's something that Brooke has said. Well, Gauntlet is back into a seated position now, and the referee explaining things to United manager Jay Bradford and assistant manager Katie Moran. I can only assume that Brooke was unhappy that play wasn't stopped for Maz Gauntlet's injury. The second time that Gauntlet has been on the deck in this match. Right, it's going to be a drop ball. There was no free kick given. So we'll get things underway with the drop ball. Will it be contested? Gauntlet's been taken off the field momentarily. It appears she's going to come straight back on. United with limited options from the bench. And it will not be a contested drop ball. It's kicked straight back to Courtney Shanley by Helen Dermody. 35 minutes remaining here. Chatham Town FC, after a lengthy delay, it's still scoreless. But can Gillingham change that? They may well. So from Monaghan. She rolls it into the box, but aimless from Monaghan. Easily gathered by Sue Wood, with Giordani waiting. Jade Brooke launches one towards the right, not far enough to the right for Ellie White. And again, simple catch on the edge of her area for Shanley. Shanley's clearance off the head of Janice Austin. It's behind the defender, and now Sherwood races towards the byline. Beaten to it by Nikki Miles. Miles back to Wood, the goalkeeper. Austin. Now McGlone takes it around Seeley. Tries to thread it up the left for Jade Brooke. Pass a little too powerful, rolls into touch on the halfway line. Maz Gauntlet is back on the field now, following that injury layoff. Giordani. Sherwood. Hoping to find Seeley in the edge of the area. Cut out well by Miles. Miles looks to set. Lois Jeffries on her way. Offside, and Jeffries is absolutely furious. Clear frustration for Coventry United. They just can't seem to get a decent opportunity at goal. And the one they did have from Gauntlet was well saved by Shanley. Gillingham proving a much tougher test than this time last year. United would win 9-0. Maz Gauntlet hat-trick on that day, setting United to victory. They're going to need something special to start the season with a maximum score. A 10-0 win against Swindon on the opening day last year sent United on the way to a 4th place finish, which was gained on the last day following a victory against Lewis. And United have got themselves a set piece as the ball was knocked over the line. I believe it's going to be a corner. United haven't been able to utilise the wings so far. That may have cost them. Congested midfield keeping United at bay. Could this be the opportunity they need? Dermody sends it in towards Nikki Miles. Miles' header simply cleared. Wavan keeps it alive. Now Jade Brooke. Gillingham defence trying to block her path, and Brooke evades all of them. Keeps it in on the right touchline. Throw Coventry United, tapped over the white line by Farrand, who claims that Brooke got the last touch. The linesman was right over it. Brooke throws it to Maz Gauntlet. Rolls it towards the near post, and Shanley got there before Wavan. United have limited options on the bench, with only Klukis and Stead to choose from. You can see right Wasnail on the bench, but we're being told she's not at the ground. McGlone in the midfield. Wings it to White, playing on the left now. Wathen. Cross for Jeffries. Well held low by Shanley. The Gillingham keeper equal to everything so far. The second half has certainly been a real opportunity for United to shine, but it just hasn't happened. Two good saves from Shanley has kept the score level at 0-0. As we have half an hour of play to go, and there is going to be a change for Gillingham. Sherwood's coming off. Wait to see the shirt number of the player who's come on. It's number 19, and I can tell you that is Breon Grant. So Breon Grant coming on for Gillingham, replacing Emma Sherwood. As Gillingham and United battle for the ball in the midfield. Giordani takes it around Austin. First touch for Grant. Spins away from Miles. Miles holding on to Grant though. And it allows McGlone to boot it into touch on the far side of the park. And a throw into Gillingham. And aside from Kent, who suffered a rather tough season last time out, certainly showing their fighting spirit on the opening day of this season. The throws coming from Paul. Grant. It's a poor touch, allows Wavin onto it. Upfield towards Lois Jeffries, cut out by Patel. Stabs it only as far as Laura McGlone. Bit of a pull on the shirt of Seeley. Seeley gets it away to Paul. Farrand on the left hand side, bit of space to work with, lofts it into the area. Grant will give chase. Sue Wood claims it. Well, Coventry United not having it all their own way. Brooke clears, nodded on by Jade Brooks, trying to the head of Monaghan. Austin's pass evades Jade Brooke. Now Farrand, Paul making the overlapping run. Finds Paul. Can she get the cross away? She can. And it's diverted into touch via the leg of United's Jenna Roberts. And another substitution for Gillingham. Will fresh legs do the trick for the Gills? It appears it's going to be Venetia Patel just handing over the captain's armband. Hands it over to Grace Seeley. And Venetia Patel leaves the field. Again, we'll wait to see the shirt number of the substitute. We'll tell you who's come on. That is Harriet Clark who's come on. No, it is in fact, it's Sammy Booker, I beg your pardon. So Sammy Booker on for Venetia Patel's. United able to get the clearance away for the header at the near post, bouncing into the ground. United get it away. Jeffries looks for Wavin upfield, powered away towards Grant up front. Interception by Austin. White trying to keep it in, can't do so. It cannons off her leg and out for a throw on the halfway line. United starting to struggle. Booker. Header picked up by Janice Austin, holds off Grant. Holds off Grant now to find Gauntlet. Now Helen Dermody, there's space on the right for Jade Brooke. Looks for Brooke with a long ball. Nodded into the ground by Paul. Farron trying to keep her alive. Brooke brings it down. Tangle of legs with Seeley. And chipped into touch by Millie Ward. It will be a throw into Coventry United on the right flank. No sign of any change with the red and green girls so far. This could be the team that ends the match. With only development squad players on the bench. Jeffries spins away from Maud, and again, she'll get dizzy at that rate. Cross is cleared, but now Gauntlet tries to open up. The Gillingham defence can't do so. Gillingham again can't clear. Gauntlet strikes one. It whizzes past the post. They're getting closer. But still, that goal remains untouched.
Come on, ladies, let's get it together.
United have come a long way to lead without scoring. It's a rare occasion when the red and green girls don't find the back of the net. Last time United failed to score in a match, I believe, was Basildon away last season. Basildon, of course, finishing second in the league. Brooke looking to catch Shanley off her line. It was going wide, but Shanley leaps into the air and catches it. United willing to try anything at the minute. And nothing seems to be coming off. Shanley's clearance met in the air by Nikki Mars, but falls perfectly for Giordani. Space on the right-hand side for the Gillingham winger. Can she find Grant in the penalty area? Farron in there too. Step over from Giordani, takes it around Austin. There's Grant, dived to the left by Sue Wood to snatch it away from the feet of Breon Grant. Jeffries shoves the defender to the floor. She battles for position, and a free kick given against the red and green girls. Well, so far there haven't been an awful lot of highlights to pick out. But if you do fancy checking out the highlights of today's game, you can find them on YouTube tomorrow morning, youtube.com/Coventry United TV. Alternatively, if you're watching the coverage, you can hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll get a notification when the video goes on YouTube. Launch clear. Slide by Austin. Corner kick. Attempted cross by Monaghan. Austin was not happy with the support she received, or lack of. Something just seems missing for Coventry United. And now it's the red and green girls under pressure. It's not often you can say that. They're trying United's technique, piling everyone on the line for moving out into position. Will it work? Well, we won't find out as the ball enters play and goes straight out the near post. It's a terrible corner. Wood looking to rush the goal kick. It's a quick one, and it's a good one to the feet of Ellie White. Giordani breathing down her neck as White strides down the right, slots it through for Wavin, cut out by the defender. She'll get the throw. Paul with the interception. And United will take the throw with Ellie White with ball in hand. Wavin and Jeffries in support. Ellie White, the development squad winger. Straight to Paul. Gillingham have struggled to clear today. Will they do so again? Paul. Caught in possession by Wavin. Can she hold on? Yes, she can. Just about hooked away. Roberts nods it forward. Straight to Paul again. McGlone heads it up. Bit of head tennis going on here. Back heel by Giordani. Oh, and Roberts kicking the Gillingham player straight in the shin. Swing by Roberts, missed the ball, but certainly got the player. Booker receiving a nasty boot to the leg. Well, with 20 minutes to go here on CUTV, it remains Gillingham Ladies 0, Coventry United Ladies 0 in the FA Women's National League Southern Premier. A brief word from the referee to The new United defender, Jenna Roberts. No further action as Booker receives some treatment. Today's coverage, as always, through the season is sponsored by Current, building bespoke software to increase sales and improve your business process. Head to current.it for more information. Well, Booker is back on her feet. No lasting damage. The Gillingham physio exits the field. We'll get the ball rolling again with Paul with a free kick. As Booker is asked to leave the field for now. Sent in by Paul. Miles heads it clear. And there's a bit of space on the left for Jade Brooke to utilise. She's closed down by Monaghan. Can Brooke evade the Gillingham number 8? She can for now. It's a great run down left hand side for Jade Brooke. What about the end product? Crossed by Brooke. Shanley misses it. Can Wavin get it in? No, she can't. Shanley leaped over a line, completely missed with the punch as Wavin tried to poke it into an empty net. It was blasted back onto Wavin by Millie Ward, who, luckily for Gillingham, deflected off Wavin and past the post for a goal kick. And there's going to be another change for Gillingham with Shana Giordani coming off and Harriet Clark replacing her. That's the final change for Gillingham. United haven't made one. So Giordani replaced by Clark for the final 20 minutes of this match. Brooke. Now Wavin on the left-hand side, deep into Gillingham territory. United knocking on that back door again. Can they prise it open? Here's Helen Dermody to a more central location with Laura McGlone. McGlone lost it to the right-hand side. Ellie White should be able to keep it in. She can't reach it in time. Goal kick. Shanley sets sights on her options from the goal kick. Sends it clear to Paul, closed down by White. Hasty pass caught out by McGlone. The slide by, that was Monaghan, keeps it alive. Paul to Farrand. Down the left for Grant to give chase. A cracking slide by Miles, taking the ball away. She had to get that right, otherwise it would have been a spot kick. Grant rushes in on Miles, but again Miles holds her off. Launches it up the right-hand side. Headed by Paul, brought down to her by Mouse. Goal for Coventry United. Volleys it forward for Loris Jeffries. Heavy first touch. Takes it towards Jade Brooke for the Red and Green girls. Still going Jade Brooke. Brilliant run from Brooke. Out of position Shanley, but she manages to scramble to the right and bring the ball under her control. Great free-flowing move for the Red and Green girls, but a rather toothless end product. Final score, by the way, from the Etihad Stadium: Manchester City 6, Huddersfield 1. If anyone had Sergio Aguero in their fantasy football team, he's just got you some points. He's got a hat-trick in that game. So free kick is given to Gillingham. Final score at Turf Moor: Burnley 1, Watford 3. There's a fair few yards taken by the Gillingham number 4. With a free kick. Ellie Manning trying to take it at least 10 yards with that free kick. And the referee rightly asking her to take it back to its original starting place. Manning finds Seeley, downline to Manning again. Crossing opportunity, blocked by the back of Helen Dermody. Monaghan chips it to the right, and Austin will let it bounce over the white line for a Coventry United throw on the left-hand side. They've got to get it away from their own goal, not towards Gillingham's. As it stands, we could be heading for a rare 0-0 draw. Unfortunately, not rare enough. It's a long way to come for a 0-0. United have got the free kick for a push. United tried to play it quick. been called back. And one of the Gillingham players has been booked for stopping the United free kick. It's Manning who's been booked. No, sorry, it's not Manning. It's Monaghan who's been booked. Austin clears with a free kick. Neither of the two Gillingham midfielders bring it down. United asking for handball. They're not going to get it. Time is running out. 15 minutes to go. And as it stands, it's going to be a 0-0. Can United change that? Here's Ellie White, intercepts it. Helen Dermody. Now McGlone. Caught to possession by Grant. And Grant has taken it past Nicky Miles. And Grant races towards Sue Wood. Could this be the winner for Gillingham? Lofts it over Sue Wood, but lofts it over the goal as well. Fans of Gillingham and Coventry anxiously waited to see where that ball would land. It landed in the stand rather than the net, as Sue Wood could only watch as the ball flew over her. The Red and Greens came oh so close to conceding what would surely be a game-clinching goal. Paul to take the resulting throw. To a rather poor goal kick. Flicks off the head of Booker, but Maz Gauntlet gets onto it. Flies past Maud. Hooked away. Gauntlet dropping even deeper at the minute. Sort of acting as a fourth defender. And now it's United under siege. Gillingham want the free kick as Gauntlet forces Booker to the ground. Referee says no. Wavan gives chase to a long-range switch of the play, but she can't catch up to it in time. And that will be a throw, level with the Gillingham penalty area. Throw up line. One in the air by Wavan. Overhead kick by Monaghan. Looking for Grant. Lost in six laces through it. Brought down well. Great first touch from Mouse Gauntlet. Turns away from Monaghan. Gauntlet looks for Brooke on the right hand side. Brooke has to backtrack. She'll keep it away from Farrand. Takes on the defender. It's Jade Brooke into the area. Jeffries at the far post. And what a sensational catch that was from Courtney Shanley. Leaps like a salmon. Clutches onto the ball. Goal kick bounces into the midfield. Grant beaten to the ball by Nicky Miles. Belated free kick given to Gillingham. The only 0-0 in ladies football that we've had on CUTV was a scoreless scoreline at Crystal Palace in the early weeks of last season. Hoping we won't see a second. As it stands, it's not looking good. Although Gillingham are looking the more likely out of the two sides to grab the win, but not with passing like that, rolled into the penalty area straight to Sue Wood. And off the head of Manning. And it's taking a touch of Ellie White on the way through and a throw on the halfway line for Gillingham on their right. Just over 10 minutes to go. Score remains Gillingham ladies 0, Coventry United ladies 0 on the opening day of the 2018-19 FA Women's National League Southern Premier. Jeffries, chest control. Tries to turn away from Monaghan. Being held by the number 8, gets the ball away to Ellie White. Her pass to McGlone cut out by Booker. And McGlone sticks a leg in there. A slide by Booker. Neither side can seem to retain possession at the moment. McGlone has lofted it into the area for Amy Wavan. Dodges the side challenge, Wavan. And diving down, save with the feet of Shanley. Jeffrey sends it back in, cleared and cleared again. It's a real struggle to find a goal in this match. But could Gillingham have one more chance? They may well. Racing down the right hand side now. A challenge from Nicky Miles. Cannons off the Gillingham player. Throw in. As Clark and Grant in tandem are racing forward. But the slide by Miles sends it out off Clark for a United throw. We are in the last 10 minutes. It's amazing that we saw United score 9 here last season. And with 10 minutes left, we haven't seen them score 1. Brook with a poor touch, just able to keep it in though. Brook down the right, runs into the Gillingham defender whose clearance is onto the head of Roberts. Grant beaten in the air by Austin, but sent forward by Seeley. Now Harriet Clark down the right hand side, there's plenty of space on the left for Farrand. Clark takes on Miles. Taken out. Referee says no. The trailing leg of Clark was taken out by Miles, but the referee says that Miles got the ball. Nicky Miles, lofted pass, straight out of play. In fact, no, it was kept in. Kept in by Manning, and now Gillingham will play it clear. Cannons off Clark. Miles drags it to the ground. Referee, I can't believe the referee hasn't given that. That's play's going to continue. Could have easily been a foul against Nicky Miles.
Come on, go to her. Make her play it.
Seawood rolling the ball towards the halfway line. Boots it down the right. Brook's not going to catch it. Paul can just shepherd it out of play. And that is exactly what he tries to do. Brook slides in, keeps it alive for now, and forces Millie Ward to launch it into touch. And our resident Brummie, Nigel Ward, trying his best to speed up play. Helen Dermody looking for the throw. Can she find an option from the right touchline? Jeffries, Waven and Brook, her best options. Sent in, headed on by Brook. Can Gauntlet turn? Overhead kick by Maz Gauntlet, but it doesn't quite connect. Situation looking increasingly desperate for the Red and Green girls. We could be set for a scoreless opening day. The highlights of today's match will be available tomorrow morning here on CUTV. The highlights of yesterday's enthralling match between Coventry United and Worcester City, that 2-2 draw featuring 4 wonder goals. Highlights of that match are already on YouTube, so go and have a look at them following the full-time whistle. We'll also be talking to Jay Bradford at the conclusion of the game as Lois Jeffries takes a tumble, forced down from behind by Booker, and the referee gives United another opportunity with the free kick, and opportunities are not going to be frequent now. Helen Dermody stands over the ball. A real impact player. She needs to make her mark now. Dermody lofts it in. Jeffries tries the overhead kick. Was she dragged down? Referee says no. Well, we had to wait until injury time in the final game of last season to see a winning goal. That was scored by Jeffries against Lewis. United are making us wait again. Shanley clears with the goal kick. Straight into touch. Gauntlet holds off Clark. And it will be a throw into Coventry United with 6 minutes of normal time. I'm saying there will be probably around 3 minutes of added minutes. Another injury to Maz Gauntlet slowing play down. Jeffries goes down holding her head. And the referee calls a halt to play. No free kick given. Challenge in the air, I believe it was Booker who made contact with the head of Lois Jeffries. Both teams look to regroup and rearm. The final 5 minutes of normal time. The final push towards the finish. As Jeffries receives some treatment. One of United's key goal threats. This line going to heap. Next time we come to you live here on CUTV with the Coventry United ladies is a huge game at Stadium MK. As you heard, we're at the 30,000 capacity Stadium MK. We're going to be there live next Sunday with Milton Keynes Dons ladies versus Coventry United ladies. The biggest stadium we've ever been to here on CUTV. Although hopefully we'll be at Wembley in the summer for the FA Cup final. And again tomorrow night will be at a slightly more humble venue, Ilkeston Town. That match kicks off at 7:45. Coverage starts at 20 to 8 here on CUTV. Ilkeston Town versus Coventry United. As always, every Coventry United commentary this season is sponsored by Current. Time is running out. We are into the final 5. I believe it's going to be around 3 minutes added time. Depends what the referee wants to add on. Unfortunately, in the National League, there are no fourth officials, no electronic scoreboards. Well, very rarely find electronic scoreboards. The referee has given a free kick to Coventry United, to Gillingham, I should say. The referee wants a word with Ellie White. In fact, it is going to be a throw on the far side. Line. Inflicted the touch again with the head of Lauren McGlone. As the precious seconds tick away. United at the wrong end of the field. Throw from the right to Grant. Crossing opportunity. Can Huntley get it in? No, she can't. Good challenge by Masgall, and now United begin the counter. Still going Masgall, evades the challenge of Huntley. Wathen escapes the side challenge of Ward. Is this United's moment? Wathen, we are back to Ward. Can she get it in? Amy Wathen spins away from Ward again, and a slide from behind on Amy Wathen from Millie Ward. Free kick, Coventry United. Wathen drawing the slide, and the referee has given the free kick to the red and green girls. And Dermody has another chance to send it into the box. United keeping 2 players back, only Grant up for Gillingham. They've worked hard for this point, they don't want to lose it. United want all 3 points, and it could take just one moment of brilliance to bring them home to Coventry. It won't be now. It's headed away at the near post, and now Grant with a chance to surge in the United back line, taking on Roberts. Roberts holds her off well and shoves Roberts to the ground as Grant free kick Coventry United. Now Roberts has gone down, is going to need some medical attention. Hefty fall, but Roberts should be okay. The referee wants a word with Laura McGlone. Well, several yards into United territory, Dermody looks to launch it towards the penalty area. Could be the final chance of the 90 for Helen Dermody to send it in. Headed up and headed on by Jade Brooke. Cleared by Paul. Out for a throw halfway into Gillingham territory to the red and green girls. United had to act quick here. Roberts. Up line to Amy Wathen. Holds off Paul. Can she turn? She'll play it down line to Jade Brooke. Brooke in towards Dermody at the far post. Head towards her own goal with the Gillingham defender and caught on the line just by Shanley. The realisation starting to set in now for both sides that they could have just one chance left. We are now into added minutes as Chinese Austin nods it to Ellie White. McGlone sends one down the left for Helen Dermody. Into touch by Huntley. Dermody takes it quick to the feet of Lois Jeffries. Handball claims, referee denies it. Can Jeffries turn? Lays it off for Gordon. She scored 3 on this ground last season. She won't get the chance to do so again. Roberts will pick up the ball for the throw. Brooks in space. Waven there too. Referee asked Roberts to step back. We had around 30 seconds of added time. Waven. Now McGlone. Will she look to bury one? Oh, she strikes one. It's, I believe it was more of a pass towards Lois Jeffries than a shot, but either way it was unsuccessful and it's a goal kick. Shanley places the ball. We have had 1 minute of added time here at Chatham Town FC. Score remains Gillingham 0, Coventry United ladies 0. And the kick from Shanley straight into touch by the Coventry United flags. Dermody throw up line to Lois Jeffries being held from behind. Gets the ball towards Amy Waven. Chest control by Waven. Tries to hold up the defence. Now Lois Jeffries brought down. Screams for a penalty. Referee says no. Jeffries had the ball between her legs, couldn't keep it there forever though, and it will be a Gillingham throw. It's taking a touch of White last. As Harriet Clark sent it out via the leg of White. Huntley up line. Ball bounces to McGlone of Coventry United. Can Brooke bring it down? No, she can't. Well, she can now. Here's Jade Brooke across the field. Bit of a swipe by the Gillingham player and another one. Free kick United. And Brooke not happy with the Gillingham player. I don't think Brooke is going to be on Jade Brooke's Christmas card list. Well, this could well be it. 2 minutes of added time have been played. Gillingham sacking everyone back. Every player, except for Sue Wood, is in the Gillingham half as Helen Dermody sizes up one last chance. It's Helen Dermody over the goal, and that should be it. And we're going to get a new ball from the sidelines. So we've had 3 minutes of added time. Referee checks his watch. And Courtney Shanley for what could be the final time has his whistle in his hand. Blows the whistle and it's a scoreless start to the season for both Gillingham ladies and Coventry United ladies. The home side will certainly be happy with the points. A long way to come for a scoreless draw. But Gillingham are showing real improvement. As for the Red and Green girls, there is work to do. Final score here at Chatham Town FC on the opening day of the FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division. Gillingham ladies 0, Coventry United ladies 0. As the Gillingham players celebrate, United look rather sombre ahead of the long trip back to the Midlands. Join us tomorrow for another edition of CUTV live from Ilkeston Town. It'll be Ilkeston Town versus Coventry United in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. The next time we're on air in the new FA Women's National League Southern Premier will be next Sunday when we travel to Stadium MK as Coventry United ladies face MK Dons ladies. The highlights of today's match, if you do want to see, I don't know why, but they'll be online tomorrow morning, although they won't make for great viewing. Not many chances out of this match. But the highlights of yesterday's match, much better. 4 classic goals. Worcester City versus Coventry United. Go and check it out after we finish here on CUTV. But for now, I've been Liam Cook. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Coventry United TV.